If you love retellings as much as I do, you're really gonna love this book. I'm Jess, the owner of The Reading Chamber, which is an online bookstore for young adult fiction. We sell individual books, blind dates, book boxes, bookish merch, and more. Welcome back to our deeper dive into all the books we sell at the bookstore and the books that I've read last week. Today is A Word So Fitly Spoken by T.A. Lawrence. This is the first book of the Severed Realms series. Last week, we talked about the second book in the Severed Realms series, but they can be read out of order because they connect, but they are standalone books as well. This book is thick. That is a monster, but it makes sense because this is actually like two stories in one. It follows Asha, who is a human in a Fae kingdom, and she has magic when she's not supposed to. That magic cost her an eye, and so she deems herself not worthy of love. When the Fae king is betrayed by his human bride, he decrees that once every moon cycle, he is going to take a human bride only to kill her the next morning, unless someone is sacrificed in their place. Now, Asha doesn't think she's in the running because it's very clear that he wants a beautiful human bride, but her sister Dinah is gorgeous. So she knows that she's in danger of this if someone doesn't sacrifice themselves. Asha decides that she is going to be that sacrificial bride and will marry the king only to die the next morning. However, in this retelling of 1001 Nights, the king grants her one last request for her night, and she asks to tell her sister one last bedtime story. Now, her magic is storytelling. This is a legal magic, and she just happened to come across it when breaking a lamp, and the magic goes into her body, stealing the eye. The magic story is the other story in this book. So you get Asha's story and then the story that she's telling Dinah, and the king actually listens into it. He decides not to kill her the next morning, and they end up forming an unlikely alliance. One of the things I love about this series is the character development is so incredibly strong. Asha really gets into her own and discovers that it's inner beauty not matters what she looks like. Even Dinah, a minor character, grows a lot in this. So if you like fairy tale retellings in a more dynamic way and want something that takes place in a Fae world, this is the book for you. You can find this at thereadingchamber.com. I finally went to the library a few weeks ago and got a whole bunch of books, one of which I had not heard of, but it quickly grabbed my attention and it became a 5-star read. This book is We Can't Keep Meeting Like This by Rachel Lynn Solomon. Normally, I'm not a fan of covers that have illustrations, but the wedding cake really made me pause on this, and I'm so glad I did. This follows Quinn while she works at her family's wedding planning business for the summer. She's expected to join the family business full-time like her sister once she graduates college, but she doesn't know how to tell her parents that that's not what she wants. She doesn't even know what she wants. But when Tarek comes back into her life after a disastrous blow-up last summer, she is forced to figure out what exactly she wants out of her own life. She and Tarek slowly rebuild their friendship, and it becomes a little something more. He pushes her to figure out her wants, her hopes, and her dreams, and he knows what he wants, but also has to go after it himself. This is a beautiful coming-of-age story and has wonderful representation. I loved Quinn as a character so much, and the awkwardness between her and Tarek felt so real and very lifelike for teenagers. This is a book that made me remember why I loved YA books so much growing up and why I still love them enough to open a YA-only online bookstore. It's these types of books that can really shape readers and help them figure out what they want to do with their own lives. They can sit in class, they can attend career festivals, it doesn't matter, but when you read books like this and see that inner journey, that's what's going to help teenagers figure out themselves. So I absolutely highly recommend this book. I'm so glad I got it from the library. I'm going to purchase a copy for myself to keep in my own library, but I absolutely recommend this 5-star read. As a reminder, you can purchase A Word So Fitly Spoken at thereadingchamber.com, and make sure you like and subscribe for more YA book recommendations. Thanks for watching.